Welcome to Shom HaShovan, the Daf sponsor Nishma Sam Yaakov Shalom Le'Abbas Yitzchok. We're holding in Makos Daf Chobeis. The Gemarah in Beis says, "Kama tipshoi shar inchi." How fools are people? They kaimi mikaimi Sefer Torah v'lo kaimi kaimi Gavi Rabba. They get up in front of a Sefer Torah and not in front of a Gavi Rabba to be Chochom. They were Sefer Torah k'tiv Arboim v'osu Rabbanu batzu chado. The Torah says to do 40 Malkas. Rabbanan say to do one less. So who's greater? Seemingly, the Gemarah tells us the Rabbanan are greater because they can take and diminish and remove what the Torah says. So if you get up in front of a Sefer Torah, of course you should get up in front of a Talmid Chochom. Now, there's a big question that we already discussed it in Kiddushin of Talmid Gimel. There's what seems to be a stira between here and the Gemarah in Kiddushin. Because the Gemarah there says, does a person have to stand in front of a Sefer Torah? So says the Gemarah, if you stand in front of the Talmid Chacham to learn the Torah, so of course you should stand in front of the Sefer Torah. So the Gemarah in Kiddushin is mashma that who's greater? The Sefer Torah is greater than the Talmid Chacham. And in our Gemarah, based on the Talmid Chacham, mashma that the Talmid Chacham are greater than the Sefer Torah because they can come and change what the Sefer Torah says. How do we reconcile these two Gemaras? So the Ran over there on the Rif in Kiddushin Lamed Gimel, he brings this question. And he answers two things. Either it's a machlokes between the sugyas, these two Gemaras argue with each other. Or he says, the Pshat is like this. How do we know that you have to get up from a Sefer Torah? Because you learn Kal V'chomer for Talmid Chacham. That's what the Gemarah in Kiddushin is telling us. If you get in front of Talmid Chacham, so of course you should get in front of a Sefer Torah. So those who are getting in front of a Sefer Torah and not in front of a Talmid Chacham, they don't understand that the whole basis of getting in front of a Sefer Torah is because you get in front of a Talmid Chacham. So it starts with getting up in front of a Talmid Chacham. So that's the Pshat in our Gemarah. Kama tipshoi inchi, that they get up in front of a Sefer Torah and not Talmid Chacham. The only reason you know you get up in front of the Sefer Torah is because you have to get up and in front of a Talmid Chacham. The problem with this answer is that the Chor doesn't fit with the Hemshach Gemarah that says that the Sefer Torah says Arboim v'osu Rabbanu batzu chado. Because the tipshoi has to do with the fact that the only reason I know to get in front of a Sefer Torah is because of Talmid Chacham, not because the Rabbanan take away the words in the Torah. And that's really what the Maharit over there in Kiddushin asks. So therefore the Maharit says a different shot. Says there's a difference between Gavi Rabba, that's our Gemarah, and Loimdeya in Kiddushin. In Kiddushin it says Loimdeya. Loimdeya means people that learn the Torah, but they're not a Gavi Rabba. We're talking about someone who's a Baal Shmuis, Talmud biyadoi. He knows a lot. He's not a Gavi Rabba yet. The only reason you're giving him cover is because it's Torah. Because he knows so much Torah, that's what you mechabed him. So if you're getting up in front of him, of course you have to get in front of the Sefer Torah that he learned. But by us, we're talking about a Gavi Rabba. A Gavi Rabba is a moire oiro, and he can come and change what the Torah tells you. The Torah says one thing, and he can say, no, the Torah means something else. So then, he's greater from the Torah. So there's a 3-level stage. Stage 1 is the Baal Shmuis, is the Loimdeya, he's below the Torah. Then comes the Torah, and then comes the Gavi Rabba. And this connects to the Chidon, the Birkei Yosef, and Yeridei 7 Reish Mevov, that says, when you have a concept, the Rav Shemochal Kvoido Mochel, is only somebody who's a Rav, who's a Gavi Rabba. But somebody who is a Shoine Halochas, he can't be Morichlis Kovid. Because his cover is not his covet. His cover is the covet of Torah. His whole covet comes because he knows Torah. So he can't be Morichel on the covet. But a Gavi Rabba is even greater than Torah. He has his own das. He has the das of the Chachamim. So he can be Morichel on his covet. And Rabbi Tzaddik in Sichas Malachi Ashoras Perek Beis goes with this mahalach to say, what the Gemarah brings, that the pasuk says Torah Hashem, and there's Torah Soyeg Yom V'Layla. When a person learns Torah, the first stage of Torah is not his, it's Torah Hashem. Then he goes into it more, it becomes Torah Soy. Then it becomes his. So that's one mahalach. The Maharal in the Sefer Torah Perek Yud Aleph, he doesn't address this question. But it seems that he gives an answer. Because the Maharal says that what it means that that Rabbanan can come and say that Torah is not our boim, is Lametes. It's not pshat the Rabbanan are greater than the Torah. It means the Rabbanan are the Torah itself. The only say that we learn in our Gemarah is you think that Talmid Chachamim are separate than the Torah. The Torah and the Talmid Chachamim come together. You cannot understand the Torah without Talmid Chachamim, and the Talmid Chachamim are explaining what the Torah is. They're both one and the same. And this Mahalach seems to connect to what the Shmaitze, the Chef Shmaitze in his Agdama and Ois Ein, he goes on to explain the following. He also based on the Maharal, but he says that this world is an incomplete world. We have the story of Torah Strophos or Rosh Rekiva. Torah Strophos asked Rabbi Akiva, why we do a bris milah? HaKadosh Baruch Hu created people. You have to make them better. So Rabbi Akiva shows him wheat and he says, can you eat this wheat? He says, no, I have to make this into bread in order to eat it. So this world was given to human beings to perfect. The world is imperfect and human beings have to perfect it. The Torah is coming to this world. We cannot understand it the way it is. We need the human beings, meaning the Chochom, the Rabbanon, to come and explain to us what the Torah is. Without that, we can't approach it. He brings a mashal. Someone has a beautiful vineyard. If he has workers to come and harvest the vineyard, he can enjoy it. But if he doesn't have the workers, he'll never be able to touch the vineyard. So putting the Shmaitza together with the Maharal they mentioned in Sefer Torah seems to be like this. Our Gemarah is saying, how can you get up in front of the Torah and not in front of the Talmid Chachamim? Without them, you don't have an approach to Torah. They're part and parcel of the Torah. But once you understand the Torah, what's greater? Says the Shmaitza, of course the Torah is greater. The Talmid Chachamim are just coming to explain to us what the Torah said. But the Torah is the source. The Torah is the Ikar. So our Gemarah is saying, someone who gets up in front of a Torah and not Talmid Chacham, he's a fool, because without Talmid Chacham, he won't be able to understand the Torah. The Gemarah in Kiddushin says, if you get in front of Talmid Chacham, so of course you get in front of the Torah, which is the source, which is the Ikar. Anyone who wants to join Shom Machshava email list, what's a go, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.